Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of dreams and what they reveal about our anxieties. Our dreams are often a window into our subconscious, and understanding them can be a powerful tool for personal growth. Stay tuned as we uncover the meanings behind some of the most common anxiety-induced dreams and what they might be trying to tell you about your waking life. You might be surprised by what you learn.
All right. Let's talk about a dream that many of you have probably experienced: falling. It's one of the most common dreams people report, and it can be quite unsettling. That sudden jolt as you feel yourself plummeting from a great height often points to anxieties about control, or rather the lack thereof. This sensation can be so vivid that it wakes you up, leaving you with a racing heart and a sense of unease. When you're falling, you have no control over where you're going or when you'll hit the ground. It's a freefall into the unknown, mirroring how you might feel in certain aspects of your waking life. So, if you're having this dream, ask yourself, where in your life do you feel like you're losing control? Is it your job? A relationship? Maybe it's a looming deadline, or a conflict with a loved one. These dreams are your subconscious mind's way of waving a red flag, urging you to take a hard look at the areas of your life where you might be feeling insecure or out of control. It's a call to action, a nudge to address these issues before they overwhelm you. Start by identifying the source of your anxiety. Write it down, talk it out, or simply take a moment to reflect. Understanding the root cause is crucial. Is it a specific situation or a general feeling? Sometimes, pinpointing the exact cause can be challenging, but it's an essential step in the process. Once you've pinpointed the root cause, you can begin to take small steps to regain a sense of control and address the issue head-on. Break down the problem into manageable tasks and tackle them one by one. Remember, acknowledging the problem is the first step to fixing it. By taking proactive steps, you can transform that feeling of falling into a sense of rising, of gaining control over your life once more.
Now let's move on to another common anxiety dream: losing something valuable. This could be anything from losing your wallet or keys to misplacing your phone, or even a cherished piece of jewelry. These dreams often stem from feelings of frustration, confusion, or inadequacy in your waking life. Work-related stress is a common culprit here. Are you feeling undervalued at work, overworked and underappreciated? Personal losses can also trigger these dreams. Have you recently gone through a breakup, lost a loved one, or experienced a major life change? These dreams are a reflection of your emotional state, telling you that something is bothering you. Instead of brushing these dreams aside, take some time to reflect on what they might be telling you. Once you've identified the source of these feelings, you can start taking steps to address them.
Let's talk about a category of dreams that can be particularly unsettling: natural disasters. These dreams often feature intense and vivid imagery of hurricanes, earthquakes, floods, or other catastrophic events. Dreaming about natural disasters doesn't necessarily mean you're afraid of them in real life. Instead, these dreams typically reflect a sense of being overwhelmed or out of control in your waking life. Natural disasters are powerful and unpredictable forces, leaving you feeling helpless and vulnerable. If you're having these dreams, it's a sign that something in your life is making you feel similarly overwhelmed. It could be a major life change, a stressful job, or a difficult relationship. If you're having recurring dreams about natural disasters, take a step back and assess what's causing you so much stress. Once you've identified the source of your stress, you can start taking steps to manage it. Remember, you don't have to weather the storm alone. Reach out to friends, family, or a therapist for support.
Okay, let's talk about a dream that's almost guaranteed to make you wake up feeling embarrassed: being naked in public. It's one of those universal experiences that can leave you feeling flustered and confused, even after you wake up. We've all been there, right? That moment when you suddenly realize you're completely exposed, and everyone around you is staring. It's a scenario that can make your heart race and your palms sweat, even though it's just a dream.
You're going about your day, maybe at work or school, and suddenly you realize you're completely naked. The shock hits you like a ton of bricks, and you can feel every eye in the room on you. It's a moment of pure panic and embarrassment. Talk about awkward. But what do these dreams actually mean? Are they just random, or is there something deeper at play here?
Well, like most anxiety dreams, they're not about what's literally happening in the dream. Instead, they're symbolic of something deeper going on in your subconscious. These dreams are often a reflection of your inner thoughts and feelings. They're symbolic of something deeper going on in your subconscious. It's like your mind's way of processing complex emotions and situations that you might not be fully aware of when you're awake.
Dreaming of being naked in public often points to feelings of vulnerability, shame, or fear of exposure. These dreams can be a manifestation of your deepest insecurities and fears about how others perceive you. You might be worried about being judged or scrutinized by others. This fear of judgment can be overwhelming and can manifest in your dreams as a way to cope with these intense emotions.
These dreams often pop up during times of transition or change. When you're facing new challenges or stepping out of your comfort zone, your mind can create these scenarios as a way to deal with the uncertainty.
Starting a new job, entering a new relationship, or moving to a new city can all trigger these feelings of vulnerability. These significant life changes can make you feel exposed and uncertain, which can then be reflected in your dreams.
If you're struggling with feelings of vulnerability or shame, it might be helpful to talk to a therapist or counselor. They can provide you with the tools and support you need to navigate these complex emotions. They can help you work through these feelings and develop healthier coping mechanisms. By addressing the root causes of your anxiety, you can find more peace and confidence in your waking life, and maybe even have more pleasant dreams.
All right, let's talk about another common anxiety dream, being chased. You know the feeling, your heart is racing, your breath is coming in short gasps, and you're running as fast as you can, but you can't seem to escape whatever's chasing you. These dreams can be terrifying, and they often leave us feeling shaken and anxious even after we wake up. Being chased is often symbolic of something else going on in our lives. It's not usually about a literal threat, but rather about something we're trying to avoid or outrun in our waking lives. The key to understanding these dreams is to identify what it is we're running from. Once we identify the source of our anxiety, we can start taking steps to confront it head-on. Remember, running away only gives the monster more power. But when we face our fears, we take back our power and find freedom from the chase.
Have you ever dreamt of missing a flight, train, or bus? You're rushing through the airport or station, frantic and panicked, but no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to get to your destination on time. It's a common dream, and one that often leaves us feeling anxious and stressed, even after we've woken up. These dreams reflect a fear of missing out on opportunities in our waking lives. We might be feeling overwhelmed, like we're falling behind or not accomplishing our goals. These dreams are particularly common among high achievers and those who juggle multiple responsibilities. The dream might be telling you to slow down, to reassess your priorities, and to make sure you're not sacrificing your own well-being in the pursuit of achievement. Remember, life is not a race. It's a journey, and it's okay to take detours and make stops along the way. Don't be afraid to slow down and enjoy the ride.
Let's talk about a dream scenario that can be both intriguing and unsettling. Dreaming of being a passenger in a vehicle without knowing the destination. It's a common dream that many people experience at some point in their lives. You're in the passenger seat, watching the world go by, but you have no control over where you're going or who's driving. The scenery changes, the roads twist and turn, and you remain a silent observer. This dream often reflects a sense of surrendering control and trusting in a higher power or the natural flow of life. It can be a reminder that sometimes it's okay to let go and allow things to unfold as they will. When you're a passenger, you're placing your trust in the driver to get you to your destination safely. This act of trust can be symbolic of the trust we place in others in our waking lives, whether it's in relationships, work, or other areas. This dream might be a sign that you need to let go of some of the control you're trying to exert in your waking life. It can be a gentle nudge to release the tight grip you have on certain situations and allow things to happen naturally. Maybe you're trying to micromanage every aspect of your life, and it's leading to stress and anxiety. The dream serves as a wake-up call, urging you to step back and reassess your approach. The dream might be encouraging you to surrender to the unknown, to trust that things will work out even if you don't have all the answers. It's about finding peace in uncertainty and embracing the journey, no matter how unpredictable it may seem. Embrace the unknown and trust that you'll end up exactly where you're supposed to be. Life is a journey with many twists and turns, and sometimes the best thing we can do is sit back, enjoy the ride, and have faith in the destination.
Well, folks, there you have it. We've explored some of the most common anxiety dreams and what they might be trying to tell you. Remember, dreams are a powerful tool for self-discovery, and paying attention to them can provide valuable insights into our waking lives. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more insights into the world of dreams and mental well-being. Sweet dreams.
Life is full of challenges, big and small. These challenges evoke stress. Stress is a natural human response. Imagine a close deadline at work. Picture a disagreement with a loved one. These situations trigger stress in our bodies. Zen Zone Health wants you to understand stress. We are here to help you recognize its signs. We also want to equip you with tools to manage stress effectively. Stress manifests in different ways. You might feel a knot in your stomach, maybe your heart races. These sensations are your body's way of saying, pay attention. It's telling you that you need to address the source of stress. Ignoring these signals is not the answer. Chronic, unmanaged stress can wreak havoc on your health. It affects everything from your mood to your sleep. In the following sections, we'll delve deeper into the specific ways stress impacts your body. Headaches are a common companion of stress. Have you ever noticed a tension headache after a stressful day? Your shoulders tighten up, your neck muscles feel stiff, then the throbbing pain in your head begins. This happens because stress hormones trigger changes in your body. These changes can constrict blood vessels in your head. Muscles in your head, neck and shoulders tense up, leading to pain. Dr. Smith. The American Migraine Foundation states that stress is a significant trigger for headaches. In fact, nearly 70% of people with migraines report stress as a common trigger. For tension headaches, the most prevalent type, stress is the primary culprit. These headaches can range from mild to debilitating. They can interfere with your daily life, making it difficult to focus, work, or enjoy activities. Ever notice you get sick more often when stressed? You're not imagining it. Stress weakens your immune system, leaving you vulnerable to infections. Carlos. When you're chronically stressed, your body produces cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that helps regulate various bodily functions. However, prolonged exposure to cortisol suppresses your immune response. Imagine your immune system as an army. Stress diminishes the strength and number of your soldiers. This makes it easier for enemies like viruses and bacteria to invade. Studies have shown a clear link between stress and a higher risk of colds, flu, and other infections. A 2012 study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences found that people exposed to chronic stress had a weaker immune response to the flu vaccine. This means they were more likely to get sick even after getting vaccinated. Stress and sleep have a complicated relationship. They're intertwined in a vicious cycle. Stress makes it harder to sleep, and lack of sleep increases stress levels. Sarah. When you're stressed, your mind races. You may find yourself lying awake at night, worrying about work, relationships, or finances. The stress hormone cortisol also disrupts your sleep-wake cycle, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. Insomnia, a common sleep disorder, is often linked to stress. People with insomnia have difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or both. They may wake up feeling tired and unrefreshed. This sleep deprivation further exacerbates stress, leading to a vicious cycle. A study published in the journal Sleep found that people with chronic insomnia had higher levels of cortisol in the evening compared to those without insomnia. This elevated cortisol level interfered with their ability to fall asleep and get a restful night's sleep. Section 5. The weight of the world. Stress and depression. Stress and depression are often intertwined. While stress is a normal reaction to challenging situations, chronic stress can take a toll on your mental health. increasing the risk of depression.
Imagine carrying a heavy backpack every day. At first you might manage, but over time, the weight becomes unbearable. Similarly, chronic stress weighs you down emotionally, making it difficult to cope. People experiencing chronic stress may feel overwhelmed, hopeless, and lose interest in activities they once enjoyed. These are all common symptoms of depression. Vulnerable groups, such as individuals with a family history of depression or those who have experienced traumatic events, are at a higher risk of developing depression in response to stress.
A 2012 study published in the journal Molecular Psychiatry found that chronic stress can alter brain chemistry in a way that increases vulnerability to depression. Section 6. Stress breakouts. Why your skin suffers too. Stress doesn't just affect your internal health, it also manifests on your skin. Acne breakouts are a common sign of stress. When you're stressed, your body produces more cortisol.
Cortisol stimulates oil glands in your skin, leading to increased oil production. This excess oil can clog pores, creating a breeding ground for acne-causing bacteria. Think of your pores as tiny pipes. Stress clogs these pipes with oil, making it difficult for them to drain properly. This blockage can lead to inflammation, redness, and those dreaded pimples.
A study published in the journal Clinical Cosmetic and Investigational Dermatology found that students had a significant increase in acne breakouts during exam periods, a time of high stress. Section 7. The intimacy inhibitor, stress in your sex life. Stress can put a damper on your libido and sexual performance. When you're stressed, your body goes into fight or flight mode, prioritizing survival over pleasure.
Imagine being chased by a tiger. You're not exactly in the mood for romance, right? Stress triggers a similar response in your body, diverting blood flow away from areas needed for sexual arousal. For men, stress can lead to erectile dysfunction, or ED. ED is the inability to achieve or maintain an erection firm enough for sexual intercourse. It's a common condition, affecting millions of men worldwide. Women may experience vaginal dryness, making sex uncomfortable or painful. Stress can also affect a woman's menstrual cycle, causing irregular periods or missed periods.
A 2014 study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that men with higher levels of stress hormones were more likely to experience ED. Section 8. Gut reactions. How stress messes with your digestion.
Have you ever noticed your stomach acting up when you're stressed? Stress has a significant impact on your digestive system.
Your gut is lined with millions of nerve cells that communicate with your brain. This communication pathway, known as the gut-brain axis, plays a crucial role in regulating digestion.
When you're stressed, this communication gets disrupted. Stress hormones can slow down digestion, leading to constipation. They can also speed up digestion, causing diarrhea.
Chronic stress is linked to digestive disorders such as irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS, and inflammatory bowel disease, or IBD. These conditions can cause abdominal pain, bloating, gas, diarrhea, and constipation.
A 2017 study published in the journal Gastroenterology found that people with IBS had an exaggerated stress response in their gut, leading to more severe symptoms.
So managing stress is not just about mental well-being, it's also crucial for your digestive health. Section 9. Emotional eating. Stress's impact on your appetite. Stress can wreak havoc on your appetite, leading to either overeating or undereating.
Some people turn to food for comfort when stressed, while others lose their appetite entirely. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol.
Cortisol increases your cravings for sugary, fatty, and salty foods. These foods provide a temporary mood boost, making you feel better in the short term. However, this emotional eating can lead to weight gain over time.
It's a vicious cycle because excess weight can further contribute to stress. On the other hand, some people experience a decrease in appetite when stressed.
This is because stress hormones can suppress appetite signals, making you feel less hungry. A 2011 study published in the journal Psychosomatic Medicine found that people who reported high levels of stress were more likely to engage in emotional eating, consuming more calories and fat. Section 10. Different faces of stress. Knowing your enemy. Stress is not a one-size-fits-all experience. It manifests in different ways, depending on the individual and the situation.
Acute stress. This is the most common type of stress. It's your body's immediate response to a challenging situation.
Chronic stress. This type of stress occurs with prolonged exposure to stressful situations. Chronic stress takes a toll on your physical and mental health.
Episodic acute stress. This is a pattern of frequent episodes of acute stress.
Eustress. Not all stress is bad. Eustress is positive stress that motivates you to perform at your best. Section 11. The domino effect: stress and long-term health. Chronic unmanaged stress is like a ticking time bomb. It sets off a chain reaction in your body, increasing your risk of developing serious health problems.
Cardiovascular disease. Stress hormones cause your heart rate and blood pressure to rise. Over time, this can damage your arteries, increasing your risk of heart attack and stroke.
Obesity. Stress-induced cortisol spikes can lead to weight gain, especially around the midsection. This type of fat, called visceral fat, is particularly dangerous because it increases your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers.
Diabetes. Chronic stress impairs your body's ability to regulate blood sugar levels, increasing your risk of developing type 2 diabetes.
Mental health disorders. As discussed earlier, chronic stress is a major risk factor for depression and anxiety disorders.
Weakened immune system. Prolonged stress suppresses your immune system, making you more susceptible to infections and other illnesses.
Zen Zone Health, your guide to stress management. Recognizing the signs of stress is the first step towards managing it effectively.
Practice relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and yoga.
Prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night.
Engage in regular physical activity. Exercise is a natural stress reliever.
Connect with others. Social support is crucial for managing stress.
Seek professional help if you're struggling to manage stress on your own.
Managing stress is an ongoing process. Celebrate your successes and ask for help when needed. Natural ways to relieve stress and anxiety. Zen Zone Health. Hey everyone, welcome back to Zen Zone Health. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're talking about something that affects everyone: stress and anxiety. It's a part of life, but it doesn't have to control us. We're diving into some natural, practical ways to find relief and take back control of your well-being. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on future health tips.
We're starting with the simplest yet most effective tool you have: your breath. It's always with you, ready to help you find your calm. When stress hits, your body goes into fight or flight mode. This is an ancient response designed to protect you from danger. Your heart races, your thoughts spiral, and it feels like everything is out of control. This is your body's way of preparing to either fight the threat or run away from it. But deep, conscious breathing, that's like hitting the brakes. It sends a signal to your brain that it's okay to slow down. It tells your body it's safe to relax. This simple act can shift your entire state of being from chaos to calm. Focus on that inhale, nice and slow, filling your belly like a balloon. Imagine the air filling every part of your lungs, expanding your chest and abdomen. Hold it for a beat, then exhale slowly, feeling the tension melt away. Visualize the stress leaving your body with each breath out. Try focusing on your breath with your eyes closed, picturing a calm place. Maybe it's a beach, a forest, or a quiet room. Let your mind take you there. For kids, make it fun. Have them lie down with a teddy bear on their belly, watching it rise and fall with each breath. This not only makes the exercise enjoyable, but also teaches them the importance of deep breathing from a young age. Breathing exercises can be done alone or in a group. Yoga classes often incorporate breath work, helping you synchronize your breath with movement. You can also combine deep breathing with other calming activities, like journaling. Write down your thoughts and feelings as you breathe deeply, allowing the act of writing to further release tension. Listening to calming music while practicing deep breathing can enhance the experience. The rhythm of the music can guide your breath, making it easier to maintain a steady pace. Take your deep breathing practice outside. Walking slowly in nature while focusing on your breath can be incredibly grounding. The fresh air and natural surroundings amplify the calming effect. Remember, the goal is to find what works best for you. Whether it's a quiet room, a favorite song, or a walk in the park, use your breath as a tool to find your calm.
Yoga is more than just fancy poses. It's about connecting your mind and body to find balance. It's a holistic practice that integrates physical postures, breathing exercises, and meditation to create a sense of harmony and well-being. When you engage in yoga, you're not just stretching your muscles, you're also stretching your mind and spirit, allowing them to align and function in unison. When stress takes hold, it feels like your mind is racing ahead of your body. You might feel overwhelmed, anxious, or even physically tense. This disconnection can make it difficult to focus, sleep, or even enjoy daily activities. Stress can manifest in various ways, from headaches and muscle tension to irritability and fatigue. It's like your body is in one place, but your mind is somewhere else entirely, creating a sense of imbalance and unease. Yoga brings you back to the present moment. By focusing on your breath and the sensations in your body, you can anchor yourself in the here and now. This mindfulness practice helps you to let go of worries about the past or future, allowing you to experience a sense of peace and clarity. Each pose and breath becomes a tool to ground yourself, making it easier to navigate life's challenges with a calm and centered mind. Try Savasana, or corpse pose. This pose involves lying flat on your back with your arms and legs comfortably spread. It's a moment of complete surrender, where you can release all physical and mental tension. Despite its simplicity, Savasana is one of the most challenging poses because it requires you to be still and present, fully aware of your body and breath. It sounds simple lying flat on your back, but it's incredibly powerful for letting go. In Savasana, you allow your body to rest and rejuvenate, giving your mind a chance to quiet down. This pose can help reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and promote a sense of deep relaxation. It's a time to integrate the benefits of your yoga practice, letting go of any residual tension and finding a state of inner peace. Child's pose is another great one, curling up like a ball, forehead resting on the ground. This pose is comforting and nurturing, providing a gentle stretch for the back and hips. It encourages a sense of safety and grounding, making it an excellent choice for relieving stress and anxiety. As you breathe deeply in child's pose, you can feel the tension melting away, replaced by a sense of calm and tranquility. These poses, combined with focused breathing, help release tension and calm the nervous system. Deep, mindful breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and reduces the stress response. By synchronizing your breath with your movements, you create a meditative flow that enhances your overall sense of well-being. Whether you're dealing with daily stressors or seeking a moment of peace, yoga offers a powerful way to reconnect with yourself and find balance in your life.
We've all heard it, but it's true. Laughter really is good for you. When you laugh, your brain releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that act like natural stress relievers. And it's not just in your head. Laughter relaxes your muscles, boosts your immune system, and can even help you cope with difficult situations. So put on your favorite comedy, spend time with people who make you laugh, and don't be afraid to laugh at yourself.
Chapter 4. Move your body, transform your mood. Exercise isn't just for your physical health. It's a powerful tool for managing stress too. Remember those endorphins we talked about? Exercise is a surefire way to get them flowing. Whether it's a brisk walk in nature, a Zumba class, or dancing it out in your living room, find what you enjoy and get moving. You'll sleep better, feel more energized, and be better equipped to handle whatever life throws your way.
Chapter 5. Caffeine, friend or foe? That morning, coffee might be a ritual, but if you're struggling with stress and anxiety, it could be doing more harm than good. Caffeine is a stimulant, and while it can give you a temporary boost, it can also increase those feelings of nervousness and restlessness. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up coffee entirely, but try cutting back or opting for decaf, especially in the afternoon and evening. You might be surprised at how much calmer you feel.
Family time, your stress-busting superpower. We're social creatures at heart, and strong connections with loved ones are essential for our well-being. Spending quality time with family and friends isn't just fun, it's a powerful way to combat stress. Talking, laughing, and sharing experiences releases oxytocin, that feel-good hormone that helps us feel connected and supported. So put down your phone, turn off the TV, and make time for the people who matter most.
In our always-on world, it's easy to get caught up in the daily grind and forget to make time for ourselves. Hobbies are essential for stress relief because they provide a much-needed mental break. Whether it's painting, gardening, playing an instrument, or joining a book club, find something you're passionate about and make it a part of your routine. You'll not only reduce stress, but also discover new interests and talents. This one might sound surprising, but chewing gum can actually help reduce stress. Chewing gum while working on a stressful task can improve alertness and memory. It also stimulates saliva production, which can help reduce cortisol levels, the hormone associated with stress. Now, I'm not suggesting you replace all your stress management techniques with gum, but it can be a helpful tool in the moment.
Music has an incredible ability to influence our mood and emotions. Listening to calming music, especially slow-paced instrumental music or nature sounds, can have a profound effect on your stress levels. It can slow your heart rate, lower your blood pressure, and reduce those stress hormones. So create a playlist of your favorite calming tunes, put on your headphones, and let the music melt your stress away.
So there you have it, 9 natural ways to find relief from stress and anxiety. Each of these methods has been carefully selected to help you navigate through the challenges of daily life with more ease and grace. Remember, it's not about being perfect, but about finding what works best for you and incorporating these practices into your daily life. Whether it's through meditation, yoga, or simply taking a few moments to breathe deeply, every small effort counts. By taking small steps each day, you can cultivate a sense of calm and well-being. It's important to be patient with yourself and recognize that progress takes time. Celebrate the little victories along the way. Which of these tips resonated with you the most? Was it the idea of practicing mindfulness, or perhaps the suggestion to incorporate more healthy foods into your diet? Maybe you found the concept of self-care particularly appealing. Share your thoughts and any other stress-busting strategies you use in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly valuable to others who are also seeking ways to manage their stress and anxiety. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Zen Zone Health for more health and wellness tips. Your support helps us continue to create content that aims to improve your overall well-being. Until next time, take care. Remember to prioritize your mental and physical health and always be kind to yourself. Life is a journey, and every step you take towards better health is a step in the right direction.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Zen Zone Health. I'm so glad you're here. You know, we talk a lot about health and wellness on this channel, and today we're diving into a topic that's super relevant, especially in today's fast-paced world: secondhand stress. We've all been there, feeling stressed without a clear reason. It can be super frustrating, right? But what if I told you that you might actually be absorbing stress from others around you? Stick around, because in this video, we're gonna break down the signs, the causes, and what you can do about it. And hey, if you find this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss out on future health tips. Welcome to Zen Zone Health. Today we're diving into the topic of secondhand stress. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more health tips. Ever feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, but you can't quite put your finger on why? You're not alone. One of the biggest signs of secondhand stress is feeling stressed without any obvious reason. Think about it. You've checked your to-do list, things are going okay in your personal life, but there's this underlying tension, this feeling of unease. Sound familiar? It's like you're picking up on an invisible wave of stress from your surroundings. And you know what? It's not just in your head. Studies have shown that stress can actually be contagious, spreading from person to person like a cold. So if you've done a thorough check of your own life and you're coming up empty-handed in the stressor department, there's a good chance you might be experiencing secondhand stress. It's important to remember that we are social creatures, and just like we pick up on each other's moods and emotions, we can also absorb each other's stress. The good news is, once you're aware of it, you can start taking steps to protect yourself. We'll get to those a little later in the video. Let's talk about the workplace. We all know that work can be stressful, but have you ever noticed that being around anxious colleagues can actually make you anxious too? It's like their stress becomes contagious, and before you know it, you're feeling the pressure too. This is a classic example of secondhand stress in action. You see, our brains are wired to mirror the emotions of those around us. It's a survival mechanism that helped our ancestors stay safe from danger. So when we see someone who's stressed, our brains interpret that as a potential threat, and our bodies start pumping out stress hormones like cortisol. And here's the kicker. You don't even have to be best friends with your coworkers for this to happen. Simply observing someone who is stressed out can be enough to trigger your own stress response.
Think about that colleague who's always running late, panicking over deadlines, or constantly complaining about their workload. Their energy can be infectious. And even if you're usually calm and collected, you might find yourself feeling more on edge than usual.
Okay, let's talk about another telltale sign of secondhand stress. That feeling of constantly being in a rush, even when you logically know you have time. Do you find yourself speeding through tasks, feeling like you're always racing against the clock? Does every item on your to-do list feel urgent, even if the deadline is weeks away? This constant sense of urgency can be exhausting and is a major red flag for secondhand stress. When we're constantly exposed to other people's hurried energy, it's like our internal pace setter gets stuck on fast forward. We start to internalize that frenetic energy, and it becomes our default mode of operating. This can be really detrimental to our health and well-being, because when we're constantly in a state of rush, our bodies never get the chance to relax and recharge. Over time, this chronic stress can lead to a whole host of health problems, from digestive issues to insomnia to even heart disease. So, if you find yourself constantly feeling rushed, it's time to take a step back and reassess. Chapter 4. Becoming a pessimist. Have you noticed a shift in your outlook lately? Are you finding it harder to see the positive side of things? Has pessimism crept into your thoughts and conversations? Now, while there are many factors that can influence our mood and outlook, a sudden or gradual descent into negativity can be a sign of secondhand stress. When we're surrounded by negativity, it's like a dark cloud starts to follow us around, casting a shadow over everything we do. We start to see the world through a more cynical lens, and our thoughts become dominated by worry, fear, and doubt. This is because our brains are wired to pay more attention to negative information. It's an evolutionary adaptation that helped our ancestors avoid danger. But in today's world, this negativity bias can backfire, especially when we're bombarded with other people's stress and negativity. If you're used to being a positive, upbeat person, and you're noticing a change in your outlook, it's important to take notice. It could be a sign that you're absorbing the stress and negativity of those around you. Chapter 5. Feeling worn out. Let's talk about exhaustion. We all feel tired from time to time, especially after a long day or a tough workout. But have you been feeling drained, worn out, completely exhausted, even without any significant physical exertion? If this sounds familiar, secondhand stress might be the culprit. You see, stress is incredibly taxing on the body and mind. When we're exposed to other people's stress, our brains have to work overtime to process it and try to make sense of it. This constant mental chatter can be incredibly draining, leaving us feeling mentally and physically exhausted, even if we haven't actually done anything physically demanding. It's like our brains are running a marathon, even though our bodies are sitting still. This mental exhaustion can manifest as physical fatigue, making us feel tired, sluggish, and completely drained of energy. So, if you're constantly feeling wiped out, even after a good night's sleep, it's time to pay attention to your surroundings. Are you surrounded by people who are stressed out? Are you constantly bombarded with negative news and information? If so, it's time to take steps to protect your energy. Chapter 6. Annoying emails from coworkers. Let's be real. We all have those coworkers whose emails make us cringe a little. You know, the ones that are short, abrupt, or just plain confusing. And while it's easy to brush it off as, oh, that's just how they communicate, these types of emails can actually be a sneaky source of secondhand stress. When we receive an email that seems curt or negative, our brains automatically go into defense mode. We start overthinking, trying to decipher the tone and intent behind the message. Was that a passive-aggressive dig? Are they upset with me? Did I do something wrong? This overanalyzing can send our stress levels soaring, even if the email was completely harmless in the sender's mind. Remember, tone is incredibly difficult to convey in written communication. What might seem rude or dismissive to you could simply be someone's efficient, to-the-point writing style. So the next time you receive an email that rubs you the wrong way, take a deep breath before you hit the reply button. Remind yourself that you can't read minds and give the sender the benefit of the doubt. Chapter 7. Email Notifications. Speaking of emails, how often do you check your inbox? Are you one of those people who has notifications turned on for every single message that comes through? While it might seem like you're staying on top of things, those constant pings and vibrations can be a major source of stress and distraction. Every time your phone buzzes with a new email, it breaks your focus, pulls you out of the moment, and triggers a mini stress response. Over time, these micro moments of stress can add up, leading to feelings of overwhelm, anxiety, and even burnout. Plus, let's be honest, how many of those emails actually require your immediate attention? Probably not that many. So, do yourself a favor and turn off those email notifications. Set specific times to check your inbox throughout the day and allow yourself to focus on your work without distractions. When we're stressed, our brains go into survival mode, focusing on immediate threats and worries. This leaves very little mental bandwidth for creativity and innovation. Chapter 8. Reduced creativity. Feeling stuck in a creative rut? Finding it harder to come up with fresh ideas? Believe it or not, secondhand stress could be to blame.
If you're constantly exposed to other people's stress, whether it's from your boss, co-workers, or even the general work environment, it can create a mental block that stifles your creativity.
This is because stress hormones like cortisol actually interfere with the prefrontal cortex, the part of our brain responsible for creativity, problem solving, and abstract thinking. Instead of feeling inspired and energized, you might find yourself feeling drained, unmotivated, and unable to tap into your creative flow.
So, if you're feeling creatively stifled, it's important to identify and address the sources of stress in your environment. Chapter 9. Difficulty concentrating. Ever feel like your brain is in a fog? You're trying to focus on a task, but you just can't seem to concentrate? You read the same sentence 3 times and it just doesn't sink in? Yep, you guessed it. Secondhand stress could be the culprit here too. When we're stressed, our bodies release a surge of hormones, including cortisol and adrenaline. While these hormones are helpful in short bursts, when we're chronically stressed, they can wreak havoc on our brains, making it difficult to focus, concentrate, and remember information. This is because stress hormones interfere with the hippocampus, the part of our brain responsible for forming new memories and retrieving old ones. So, if you're constantly surrounded by stressed out people, it's like your brain is constantly being bombarded with these stress hormones, making it nearly impossible to focus and get things done. So, there you have it, the signs and causes of secondhand stress. Recognizing this often overlooked type of stress is the first step toward protecting your well-being. Remember, you deserve to feel calm, centered, and in control of your own energy. Creating a positive and supportive work environment, setting boundaries with technology, and practicing stress-reducing activities like mindfulness and exercise can make a world of difference. And hey, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced secondhand stress? What strategies have you found helpful in coping with it? Share your experiences and tips in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health and wellness tips from ZenZone Health.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to ZenZone Health. Today we're talking about something that affects millions of us: anxiety. Whether it's those occasional butterflies in your stomach or a feeling that just won't quit, we've all been there. The good news is there are proven ways to manage and even overcome those anxious feelings. We're going to break down 5 powerful techniques that can help you find a calmer, more peaceful state of mind. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any future health tips. Let's get started.
First things first, it's important to remember that anxiety is incredibly common. It's something that affects people from all walks of life, regardless of age, gender, or background. Whether you're a student, a professional, a parent, or someone in between, anxiety can find its way into your life. You are not alone in this. There are countless others who understand what you're going through, and many have found ways to cope and thrive despite their anxiety. Millions of people experience it every single day.
It's a shared human experience, and acknowledging this can be the first step towards feeling less isolated and more empowered to seek help. But to really get a handle on it, you need to understand it. Understanding your anxiety means delving into what it is, why it happens, and how it manifests in your life. It's about gaining insight into the mechanisms of your mind and body. Think of it like this. You wouldn't try to fix a car engine without knowing how it works, right? Just as a mechanic needs to understand the intricacies of an engine to repair it, you need to understand the intricacies of your anxiety to manage it effectively. The same goes for your mental health. Taking care of your mental well-being requires knowledge, patience, and practice. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution, but rather a personalized journey. Take some time to really pay attention to your anxiety. What triggers it? Is it certain situations, people, or thoughts that set it off? Understanding your triggers can help you anticipate and prepare for moments of anxiety. How does it make you feel, physically and emotionally? Anxiety can manifest in various ways, from a racing heart and sweaty palms to feelings of dread and unease. Recognizing these symptoms is crucial in managing them. Is it tied to specific situations, or is it more of a constant feeling? Some people experience anxiety in response to particular events, while others may feel a general sense of anxiety most of the time. Identifying the nature of your anxiety can guide you in finding the right coping strategies. Once you start to recognize the patterns of your anxiety, you can start to develop strategies to manage it. This might include mindfulness practices, cognitive behavioral techniques, or lifestyle changes that promote overall well-being. Knowledge is power, my friends. The more you learn about your anxiety, the better equipped you'll be to handle it. Remember, seeking help from professionals, such as therapists or counselors, can provide you with additional tools and support. You're not in this alone, and with the right understanding and resources, you can navigate your anxiety and lead a fulfilling life.
Now that you're starting to understand your anxiety a bit better, let's talk about how to observe your reactions to it. This is where mindfulness comes in. Throughout the day, try to pay close attention to what's happening in your body and mind when you start to feel anxious. Do you feel your heart racing? Are your palms getting sweaty? Are you starting to overthink things? Maybe you're withdrawing from social situations. By learning to recognize these physical and emotional cues, you're essentially becoming a detective of your own anxiety. You're gathering valuable clues that will help you understand your triggers and develop coping mechanisms.
Okay, so you're starting to recognize your anxiety triggers and how your body reacts. This is a crucial first step in managing anxiety. By understanding what sets off your anxious feelings, you can begin to take control of your emotional responses. It's like mapping out the terrain before embarking on a journey. Knowing where the pitfalls are helps you navigate more effectively. Now it's time to tackle those anxious thoughts head-on. This might seem daunting at first, but remember, you have the power to change your thought patterns. It's all about taking small, manageable steps. Start by identifying the thoughts that cause you the most distress. Write them down if it helps to see them clearly. One of the most effective ways to do this is to challenge them. Question the validity of these thoughts. Are they based on facts or assumptions? Often our minds can play tricks on us, making us believe things that aren't necessarily true. By challenging these thoughts, you can start to see them for what they really are. When you feel an anxious thought creeping in, don't just accept it as truth. Pause for a moment and take a deep breath. This gives you a chance to step back and assess the situation more objectively. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me or hurting me? Is it pushing me towards my goals or holding me back? Instead, ask yourself, is this thought really true? What evidence do I have to support this thought? Sometimes just asking these questions can help you see the irrationality of your anxious thoughts. It's like being a detective, searching for clues to uncover the truth. What evidence do I have to support this thought? Look for concrete proof. If you can't find any, it's likely that the thought is based on fear rather than reality. This realization can be incredibly empowering, as it allows you to take back control from your anxiety. What would I say to a friend who is having this thought? Often, we are much kinder and more rational when giving advice to others than we are to ourselves. Imagine a friend came to you with the same anxious thought. What would you tell them? Use that same compassionate and logical approach on yourself. Often, when we really examine our anxious thoughts, we realize they're based on fear, not facts. This can be a turning point in managing anxiety. Understanding that these thoughts are not grounded in reality can help diminish their power over you. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, everything becomes clearer. Another helpful tip is to try reframing those negative thoughts into more positive ones. This doesn't mean ignoring the problem, but rather looking at it from a different perspective. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," try, "This might be challenging, but I'm going to give it my best shot." This shift in mindset can make a huge difference in how you approach and handle difficult situations. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," try, "This might be challenging, but I'm going to give it my best shot." This simple change in wording can transform your outlook and give you the motivation to push through. Remember, it's not about eliminating anxiety completely, but about managing it in a way that allows you to live your life to the fullest. With practice, these techniques can become second nature, helping you to face your fears with confidence and resilience.
Think of your brain like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. The same goes for managing anxiety. One of the best ways to train your brain for calmness is through mindfulness meditation. Meditation is all about focusing on the present moment without judgment. It's about observing your thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them. Even just a few minutes of meditation each day can make a world of difference. There are tons of great guided meditation apps and videos available online, so find one that resonates with you and give it a try.
Now let's talk about some additional lifestyle changes that can make a big difference in managing your anxiety. First up, exercise. Regular physical activity is one of the most effective ways to reduce stress and anxiety. It doesn't have to be intense. Even a daily walk can help. You've probably heard it a million times, but there's a reason for that. It works. Exercise not only improves your physical health, but also has a profound impact on your mental well-being. Exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals in your brain, which have mood-boosting effects. These endorphins act as natural painkillers and also improve your ability to sleep, which in turn reduces stress. Activities like yoga and meditation can also be incredibly beneficial. They not only provide physical exercise, but also help in calming the mind and reducing anxiety levels.
Next, let's talk about diet. What you put into your body can significantly affect how you feel. A balanced diet is crucial for maintaining both physical and mental health. What you eat can have a huge impact on how you feel, both physically and mentally. Foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamins can help reduce inflammation and promote brain health. Make sure you're fueling your body with plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein. These foods provide essential nutrients that help your body function optimally and can improve your mood. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Dehydration can lead to mood swings and increased anxiety. Aim to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. And last but not least, prioritize sleep. Quality sleep is essential for mental health. When you don't get enough sleep, your body and mind can't function properly. When you're sleep deprived, your body produces more of the stress hormone cortisol, which can exacerbate anxiety. High cortisol levels can make it difficult to manage stress and can lead to a cycle of poor sleep and increased anxiety. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Establish a regular sleep schedule by going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Avoid screens and electronic devices at least an hour before bed, as the blue light can interfere with your sleep. Instead, try reading a book, taking a warm bath, or practicing relaxation techniques. Incorporating mindfulness practices like meditation or journaling before bed can also help calm your mind and prepare you for a restful night's sleep. These practices can help you process your thoughts and reduce anxiety. By making these lifestyle changes, you can create a strong foundation for managing anxiety. Remember, it's about consistency and finding what works best for you. Small, gradual changes can lead to significant improvements in your overall well-being. So start incorporating these tips into your daily routine and notice the positive impact they can have on your life. Reducing anxiety is a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to a healthier, happier you. Thank you for watching. We hope these tips help you on your journey to reducing anxiety and improving your overall well-being.
So there you have it. 5 powerful techniques to help you master your anxiety and live a calmer, more fulfilling life. Remember, managing anxiety is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs along the way, and that's okay. Be kind to yourself, celebrate your progress, and never hesitate to reach out for support when you need it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and subscribe to Zen Zone Health for more tips on living a healthier, happier life. See you in the next video, everyone. In today's fast-paced world, stress has become a ubiquitous companion, often perceived as a mere byproduct of a demanding life. The hustle and bustle of urban environments, the constant pressure to meet deadlines, and the relentless pursuit of success have all contributed to making stress an almost unavoidable part of our daily existence. We wear our ability to handle stress as a badge of honor, pushing ourselves to the limit in the pursuit of success and achievement. The modern professional is often seen juggling multiple responsibilities, striving to excel in their career while balancing personal commitments. This relentless drive, while commendable, often comes at a significant cost to our health. However, what many fail to realize is the insidious way stress silently infiltrates our physical well-being, leaving a trail of damage in its wake. The subtle signs of stress can manifest in various ways, from frequent headaches and muscle tension to more severe conditions like hypertension and heart disease. At Zen Zone Health, we believe in fostering a holistic approach to well-being, recognizing the intricate connection between the mind and body. Our philosophy emphasizes the importance of addressing both mental and physical health to achieve true wellness. By understanding how stress affects our entire system, we can better equip ourselves to manage it effectively. While the mental and emotional toll of stress is widely acknowledged, the impact on our physical health is often underestimated or overlooked. Stress can weaken the immune system, making us more susceptible to illnesses. It can also disrupt our sleep patterns, leading to chronic fatigue and a host of other health issues. This essay delves into the multifaceted ways stress manifests in the body, shedding light on the importance of recognizing and managing this pervasive health threat. By exploring the various symptoms and understanding their root causes, we can take proactive steps to mitigate the adverse effects of stress. From the digestive system to the cardiovascular system, stress can cause significant disruptions. The gut, often referred to as the body's second brain, is particularly sensitive to stress. Issues like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, and other digestive disorders can be exacerbated by chronic stress. From the muscles to the brain, stress can lead to tension and pain, affecting our overall mobility and cognitive function. Chronic stress can impair memory, reduce concentration, and even contribute to mental health disorders, such as anxiety and depression. Chronic stress wreaks havoc on our bodies, increasing the risk of a multitude of health problems. Conditions such as diabetes, obesity, and even certain types of cancer have been linked to prolonged stress. The body's constant state of alertness can lead to wear and tear, ultimately compromising our long-term health. Understanding the connection between stress and these physical ailments is the first step towards taking control of our health and well-being. By becoming aware of how stress affects us, we can begin to implement strategies to reduce its impact. This includes lifestyle changes, such as regular exercise, a balanced diet, and sufficient sleep. By recognizing the warning signs and adopting effective stress management techniques, we can mitigate the negative impact of stress and pave the way for a healthier and more fulfilling life. Techniques such as mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, and engaging in hobbies can significantly reduce stress levels. Additionally, seeking support from friends, family, or professionals can provide the necessary tools to cope with stress more effectively. At Zen Zone Health, we are committed to helping you navigate the challenges of stress and achieve a state of holistic well-being.
Chronic stress is a persistent state of heightened stress response. It is a condition where the body remains in a constant state of tension and alertness, unable to return to a relaxed state. This ongoing stress response can be triggered by various factors and can last for weeks, months, or even years. It occurs when the body's natural fight or flight mechanism is activated for prolonged periods. This mechanism is designed to protect us in short bursts of danger, but when it is constantly engaged, it can wear down the body and mind. This constant state of alert can have detrimental effects on both physical and mental health. Physically, chronic stress can lead to issues such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and a weakened immune system. Mentally, it can contribute to anxiety, depression, and other mental health disorders. Unlike acute stress, which is short-lived and often triggered by specific events, chronic stress lingers and can stem from ongoing situations like work pressure or financial difficulties. These persistent stressors can make it difficult for individuals to find relief and can lead to a cycle of continuous stress. It's important to understand that not all stress is bad. Stress in small doses can be a motivating factor that helps us to perform better and meet deadlines. This type of stress is often referred to as eustress and can be beneficial in helping us to achieve our goals. In fact, short-term stress can be beneficial, providing the necessary boost to overcome challenges. It can enhance our focus, improve our performance, and help us to respond quickly in critical situations. This type of stress is usually temporary and subsides once the challenge is met. However, when stress becomes chronic, it can lead to a cascade of negative health consequences. Chronic stress can disrupt nearly every system in the body, leading to problems such as digestive issues, sleep disturbances, and even changes in brain structure and function. It is crucial to recognize the signs of chronic stress and take steps to manage it effectively to maintain overall health and well-being. Chronic stress manifests in various ways, affecting both our mental and physical well-being. Recognizing these symptoms is crucial for early intervention and preventing long-term health issues. Common psychological symptoms include irritability, anxiety, and difficulty concentrating. Physically, chronic stress can lead to headaches, muscle tension, and sleep disturbances like insomnia. It's important to note that these symptoms can also be indicative of other underlying medical conditions, so it's essential to consult with a healthcare professional for an accurate diagnosis.
The central nervous system, comprising the brain and spinal cord, plays a pivotal role in the body's stress response. It acts as the command center, processing information and coordinating actions. When we perceive a threat, real or imagined, the hypothalamus, a small region in the brain, sets off a chain reaction, activating the sympathetic nervous system. This tiny but mighty part of the brain is responsible for initiating the body's alarm system. This activation triggers the release of hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, preparing the body for fight or flight. Adrenaline increases heart rate, elevates blood pressure, and boosts energy supplies, while cortisol, the primary stress hormone, increases sugars in the bloodstream and enhances the brain's use of glucose. While these hormones are essential for survival in acute stress situations, their prolonged presence in chronic stress can have detrimental effects on various bodily functions. Chronic stress can lead to a host of health problems, including anxiety, depression, digestive issues, heart disease, sleep problems, weight gain, and memory and concentration impairment. The body's constant state of alert can wear down the immune system, making it more difficult to fend off illnesses. Understanding the impact of stress on the nervous system is crucial for developing strategies to manage stress and maintain overall health and well-being.
Chronic stress takes a significant toll on the cardiovascular system, increasing the risk of serious health problems like heart disease and stroke. When the body is under stress, it triggers a cascade of physiological responses that can have long-term effects on heart health. The constant surge of stress hormones, particularly adrenaline, causes a rise in heart rate and blood pressure. This is the body's natural response to a perceived threat, often referred to as the fight or flight response. While this response can be beneficial in short bursts, chronic stress means that the body is constantly in this heightened state, which can be harmful over time. Over time, this persistent strain on the cardiovascular system can damage blood vessels and arteries, making them more susceptible to plaque buildup. The inner lining of the blood vessels, known as the endothelium, can become damaged, leading to inflammation and the accumulation of fatty deposits. This buildup can lead to atherosclerosis, a condition that narrows and hardens the arteries, increasing the risk of heart attack and stroke. Atherosclerosis is a progressive disease that can start as early as childhood and worsen over time, especially in the presence of chronic stress. Managing stress through lifestyle changes, such as regular exercise, a healthy diet, and mindfulness practices, can help mitigate these risks and promote better cardiovascular health.
Section 5. Digestive distress. The digestive system is particularly vulnerable to the effects of chronic stress. When the body is in a constant state of alert, blood flow is redirected away from the digestive tract to the muscles and other vital organs. This reduced blood flow can disrupt the digestive process, leading to a range of issues like indigestion, bloating, and constipation. Moreover, chronic stress can exacerbate existing digestive conditions like irritable bowel syndrome or IBS, and peptic ulcers.
Section 6. Muscle tension and pain. Muscle tension is a common physical manifestation of chronic stress. When the body is under stress, muscles tense up in preparation for action. However, in chronic stress, this tension becomes persistent, leading to muscle stiffness, pain, and discomfort. Chronic muscle tension can affect various parts of the body, including the neck, shoulders, back, and jaw. This persistent tension can also contribute to headaches, particularly tension headaches, which are the most common type of headache.
Section 7. Reproductive health concerns. Chronic stress can significantly impact reproductive health in both men and women. In men, prolonged stress can lead to a decrease in testosterone levels, affecting libido, sperm production, and erectile function. For women, chronic stress can disrupt the menstrual cycle, causing irregular periods, more painful cramps, and heavier bleeding. It can also exacerbate premenstrual syndrome, or PMS symptoms, and contribute to fertility issues. Section 8. Immune system suppression. While short-term stress can actually boost the immune system, chronic stress has the opposite effect, suppressing the body's natural defenses and making us more susceptible to infections. Cortisol, the primary stress hormone, plays a complex role in immune function. In chronic stress, persistently elevated cortisol levels weaken the immune response, making it harder for the body to fight off invading pathogens. Section 9. The importance of stress management. Given the wide-ranging and detrimental effects of chronic stress on the body and mind, managing stress is crucial for maintaining overall health and well-being. Recognizing the signs of chronic stress is the first step towards effective management. Simple lifestyle modifications can make a significant difference. These include regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and stress-reducing techniques like meditation or deep breathing exercises. Section 10. Effective stress reduction strategies. Incorporating stress-reducing techniques into our daily routines can significantly mitigate the negative impacts of stress. Mindfulness meditation, for instance, has been shown to reduce anxiety and improve emotional regulation. Other effective strategies include deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, and engaging in hobbies and activities that bring joy and relaxation. Remember, finding what works best for you is key to successful stress management. Section 11. Seeking professional help. If you're struggling to manage stress on your own, don't hesitate to seek professional help. A therapist or counselor can provide you with coping mechanisms and strategies tailored to your specific needs. They can also help you identify and address the underlying causes of your stress, providing support and guidance on your journey to better mental and physical well-being. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness.